Mr. Uppal, are you in sync with my other commentators who are applauding this budget, or do you think this budget as of now is only vision, the fine print is missing and it smacks of populism? Speak your heart out, sir.
No, I basically feel that the budget is very comprehensive, very visionary. It is trying to bring more energy into the railway sector and also giving it a facelift. These are all the positive attributes of the budget. The railway minister just said that since the diesel prices are going down, he didn't want to sort of hike up the passenger fares because that will be out of step with the general trend. But the same thing could have been said about the freight segment. The last year we had a hike of about 6.5% of the freight, and this year once again, if we have 6% hike on coal, I think that is something the minister could have avoided, would have really sort of helped us to keep the cost for the power plant, for the cement and steel unaffected by the rail budget. I think it would have been a more positive step. But having said that, I must still say that this budget is a very positive budget, very comprehensive, the like of which we have never seen before.
So, Mr. Uppal, just to stretch that point forward and get a better sense of how hit companies like you would get, how much would you transport via rail as a percentage of your total sales?
Well, most of the coal to the power plant comes through rakes, because the sheer volume of coal that you handle runs into millions of tons, so they cannot be managed by trucks alone. So therefore, if you hike up the cost of transportation by 6.5%, so much cost of the coal goes up. As simple as that. So it is a very major part, of the freight segment. And mind you that coal movement is the largest component of the freight undertaken by the railways. For them, I can understand it makes a material difference. It's as much as 40% of the total goods that they move is actually coal. So for them, it makes a material difference. I'm only saying from the end user point of view, this will lead to hike in cost of coal, which is being used by power plants and the steel plants. I was just wishing that at least at this time around, the minister might have spared this segment.
Okay.
It would have been a great goodwill.
Okay. Mr. Uppal, now look at the bright side. The minister also referred to the fact that he's looking at declogging the entire freight system. As of now, there is absolute declogging in the container terminals. Eventually, if he's able to declog some of these container terminals and if he's able to really, add more railway lines, that's great news for a company like JSPL because the end objective is supply and demand.
Absolutely. Those steps which the minister announced are really welcome. And he's especially going to focus on the segments which are high density. He wants to have certain freight corridors covered already by the end of this year. These certainly will go a long way to reduce the total time which it takes us to cut the coal from point of mining to the point of usage. Qualitatively, those initiatives are truly commendable, as I have already said.
Find us on Facebook at facebook.com/ETNow and don't forget to click the like button. You can also follow us on Twitter at ETNowLive. To stay updated with all our programming, hit the subscribe button on our YouTube channel by logging on to youtube.com/user/ETNow.